All right, so this is our trigonometry unit, how to find the value of this x. So the question is asking us for determine each length of x, express your answer to the nearest tenth of a unit. So using a trigonometry, because we are given one angle that's 40 degree, and we are given a hypotenuse that is 20, it could be centimeter because they haven't used any unit. So we can just consider as maybe millimeter or centimeter, doesn't make any difference. So we have to look for this x. So when we're using trigonometry, I always tell my students to remember like what formula they have to use for trigonometry. So either they have to use sine formula, they have to use cos, or they have to use the tangent. Okay, and in order to remember which formula we have to use, so do remember about the CAH TOA. So where S stands for sine, O stands for opposite, and H stands for hypotenuse. Similarly, C stands for cos, A stands for adjacent, and H stands for hypotenuse, and T stands for tangent. O stands for opposite and A stands for adjacent. So over here, we have to look what measurements we are given. So if you, and how do we figure out what measurements are given? We always look at the angle. So for the angle, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. So we need to consider adjacent and hypotenuse. So which one has adjacent and hypotenuse? Adjacent and hypotenuse, because there's opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse. So that means for question 4a, we have to use the formula of the cos. So we have to use cos. So we're going to use cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So here we are not given the adjacent, so we're gonna use cos theta. Theta is actually equals to 40, so we're gonna replace the sign with the 40 degree. Okay, and adjacent is unknown, so we say equals x over 20. So since we have to look for the x, so 20, so we have 20 on this side. So whenever we have to look any variable, we have to isolate it. So isolate means we have to make it single, like how to get rid of this 20. 20 is dividing, on the other side 20 will divide. I mean, so 20 is dividing, on the other side 20 will be multiplied. So we basically do 20 times cos 40 degree equals x. So whatever is on this side is actually equals to our x. So we're going to use our calculator, and we're going to do, using the calculator, we can simply use, we can do 20 times 40. So we put the degree first. Before putting the cos, we put the degree first. So we do 20 times 40 cos equals, so that's going to give us 15.32. So x equals 15.32, and we can check the answer at the back as well. Okay, so this is our question for A, I guess. Is it for A? Yeah, for A. So this is our question from grade 10 textbook for A, and we can check the answer over here at the back. So for A would be 15.3, and we got 15.3 here as well. Okay, so we can do more questions. So this is from page 120 for mathematics grade 10.